Hey everybody, how's it going? We are here with a timeless reading. Welcome. The first card that we have out is Ten of Cups. I'm also seeing Five of Cups. And the Moon. I get the feeling of picking up some pieces here. Starting off with Ten of Cups actually feels like things are all right. This Five of Cups, it can be you looking at that and feeling like you're not in that place, but it doesn't feel like it's totally inaccessible to you. I wonder too if this was like things were good and then I feel like I lost that in some way, or like I was happy with things and then what did I do? Like there can be some sort of regret or sadness, grieving, a feeling of loss that can be there, but there can also be like feeling these things simultaneously as well. Feels like it has to do with maybe even working with you when you are happy with things or the things that matter to you or the things that you feel connected with. We have the Moon here, which can mean that you're sort of you can be going into a more unconscious place. You can be making some discoveries, exploring your psyche, exploring your feelings, maybe wanting to come out with something that you have to say. Something unknown that's being explored. I am seeing King of Swords, so I feel like there's going to be something mentally that you figure out, some type of problem solving that happens. And I'm also seeing behind the Moon, not just King of Swords, but also King of Pentacles. And what this means is that there can be a part of you that feels like there's a sense of purpose that's important to you, and you can be making a discovery with that too. I get the notion of something being dusted off here. Actually, let's clarify. Why is the Five of Cups here? Five of Cups, Four of Swords looks like you're recovering from something. Something that had happened. You may not have wanted it to happen, but it did. Feels like having to like get your mind right after that. There can be some things that are going through like alterations or changes right now, and you can be fretting about that. Like what's going to be happening next? How are things going to be changing? How big will those changes be? Can feel kind of uncomfortable. Like picking up the pieces here. Having Ten of Cups and having Three of Pentacles, this is working together with somebody, and you can be working something out, but you can also be like working with different aspects of your energy. Ten of Cups can be you when you're like in a good mood and when you're feeling happy about things and when you're feeling really bright and shiny. Five of Cups can be the part of you that you're working with when you're feeling down, when you're feeling sad, when you're feeling disconnected from that bright and shiny part of yourself. So you can be working with like that oscillation. And also too, there can be somebody that you're interacting with, and sometimes it's like great and you feel really happy, and then other times you're feeling really sad and being like, I don't feel like that right now. And then I'm also too seeing Four of Swords, which means that there's like a recovery mentally that's happening, and you can be focusing on your mental health. You can be resting or recovering if need be. You can like be protecting your mind in some way or strengthening it, or you can be grounding. And then having the moon and having Nine of Cups feels like there's something that I want, or there's something that my heart's saying to me, and I need to go and discover it, because it may not be fully conscious. You may not be fully aware of what that is. Like having the moon there feels like I need to go looking for this. It's like looking for buried treasure, and you actually know that the buried treasure is going to be there, but you still have to like go looking for it in order to connect with it. And it has to do with what you want right now. What you want right now, what's right for you right now, what you'll feel happy with right now. You could be working through some past stuff too right now, like past feelings. There can also be somebody that you're connecting with. I'm seeing that you're going to have a breakthrough. There could have also been something that you were doing, something that you were like in an environment doing something. Four of Swords feels like taking a step back or taking a break because of needing to like reevaluate or check in, like what do I want? Because this feels like Three of Pentacles is what you've been doing with your energy. Four of Swords feels like, let me put a pause on that, let me take a step back and let me check in. And when you check in, it feels like trying to figure out where, it's like wanting to follow your heart and make sure that you're actually doing that. So that feels like the purpose of why one would step back. Like, let me put a pause on this right now. Let me pull back my energy for a moment. Let me check in. Let me see what's going on. So you can really be present in that moment and grounded and seeing things clearly. And then it feels like being able to hear what your heart is communicating with you, and like where it's leading you very clearly. Like that Four of Swords, whatever you do to get into that place where you can really listen and tune in, feels like what you want and what your heart is communicating with you is like right there for you to find, for you to tap in, but you had to get quiet. And it may have been difficult to be quiet to get quiet, to listen, because you're also going through something that can feel like you could have had some sort of major disappointment that you're going through. You can just have something challenging. You can be having a hard time accepting some type of circumstance, and so it can be making it hard. Like that's the only thing that I'm hearing from my heart right now, and so it can make it hard to hear like the happiness or the joy or the guidance of your heart when you just feel very pressed down by everything that you're feeling. And so it feels like there's a cognitive recognition of what your heart is saying to you, like, okay, now I'm hearing that, I'm getting that, and now I'm able to work with what's in front of me. Feels like it makes the way more clear. And then I'm seeing Ace of Wands. King of Swords and Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands has to do with the opportunity that you want, because Nine of Cups is before it. Nine of Cups, what you want. Ace of Wands, opportunity, something for you to care about, something for you to involve yourself with, something like an activity or a direction. So it will be something that sort of, it magnetizes you. King of Swords can be you recognizing that in the first place. It can be you problem solving. It can be you realizing opportunities that are there, or an opportunity that was there that wasn't there before. And then King of Pentacles feels like, and I'm going to put on this outfit to walk through that door, to take that opportunity. It feels like something that was there, but you didn't know that was there. It's like a door that was in a secret room. But I'm seeing that this is going to be helpful. It can be something small, and this can feel like a new chapter that you're starting. Having the Ace of Wands here, it's going to feel like a new chapter, but it will feel like something that is just pure potential, and you would be starting off as like a little seed of a manifestation here. It feels to like redirecting your mind to focus on Ten of Cups, which is... Ten of Cups is going to be focusing on the things that are currently in alignment, that you'll be happy when you're putting your energy into that, or you'll feel a sense of things are right in my life when you're putting your energy into that. And it also feels like there is something that you're going to be doing that you feel actually pleased with, like pleased to be doing. Some of you, there can be somebody that you're working with that knows, if there's something that you want to get into, there may be somebody that you're going to be working with that already knows what they're doing, because this almost feels like you're going to be stepping into something, but you're not there yet. You can be starting off smaller, and you can be growing. Because I'm seeing a page here, and I feel more so like this is your energy. But we also have King of Swords here, and we also have King of Pentacles here as well. I wonder too if like something didn't work out. Like for some of you, straight up, this can be a job thing where like something may not have been going how you wanted to, and you can be realizing that, and you're like, well, what am I supposed to do now? Like, what am I supposed to be paying attention to, engaging in? What job am I supposed to do now? Or how am I going to make money? Or what is my purpose here? What should I be doing? So there can be problem solving that's associated with that. Three of Pentacles feels again like taking the step back from the environment that you were in. Four of Swords is going to be checking in with yourself. Nine of Cups feels like tuning into your heart and asking like, what are you calling me towards? What am I supposed to be doing here? And then in that moment, it feels like you recognize that there's a door there that you were not seeing before. And then Page of Pentacles feels like you're going to go through it, but you can be starting sort of more at like a younger phase of it. This may not be something that you step into and immediately you feel like the most experienced person in the room. No, you can feel like there's a lot for you to learn, but it can be like a new endeavor. Yeah, that's what the Page of Pentacles is feeling like. It can be like a new journey that you're going to be on, and I'm seeing somebody above you, and it feels like you're going to be collaborating with them, and they'll be guiding you through the process and like teach you how to do what you need to do. Some of you, there could be 3 people involved, and these can also be all the different aspects of your energy as well. Six of Wands shows that something is going to be a success. It does look like there's a recalibration. I will say this again. You could feel like you lost something that made you happy, but this is about knowing that you can rediscover that and like what door to go through in order to do that, to reconnect with something that you may feel like you got disconnected from. And that is the point of this. And it does look like a new door or a different door that you're going to be going through. It takes problem solving to do this, or needing to like find something out, whatever the means are that need to be applied in order to recognize and go through this door. I'm seeing that be like much more of a breeze for you, but what actually is required from you when you get behind that door, it feels like that's when you can feel like you're starting off where you may know like a little bit of the basics, but you don't totally know what you're doing. And I'm seeing somebody be there. Somebody that already knows what they're doing in this, like they've done their own version of this. I'm seeing somebody be there sort of like looking after you, because they're looking at you. It's like they're 10 years into the process, or 20 years, or 50 years into the process, and they're looking at you just beginning something. And I'm seeing that, and that can be like metaphorically speaking, like time. It doesn't actually have to be a particular time, but it can be somebody that has a lot of experience in something that you're stepping into. And I'm seeing that there's somebody that can really give you a lot of guidance, because again, they've done their own version of this, and it does look like you're going to be collaborating with this person. But you can be switching, like you could have felt like that was what you lost before. Like I'm wondering, like some of you, there could have been somebody that was providing guidance for you in your life, and they could have been like some sort of mentor or something like that. And for some of you, they're not going to be around anymore, but you're going to get a new mentor is what I'm seeing. There's somebody that you can talk to as well. Not only can you talk to this person, but I'm seeing that they also can really, what is it, like show you the ropes or the reins, whatever the saying is. They can do that with you, so there will be somebody there. And also too, there's like a lot of room for growth and development, so you can basically become an expert in wherever this is that you're stepping into. Like you will ultimately like go to the top of whatever this is, so you can like have somebody that's higher up that's going to be involved in your process, and you're going to basically like walk up the ladder to that point as well, so then you will be your own version of that position too. So just know that if you were like happy with something and then something happened to it, there's basically going to be like a refill of that, but in a different way, in a new way. Having the moon and having 9 of Cups feels like something may not immediately be obvious to you, and because you feel upset about something or you're having a hard time accepting something, it can make it difficult, because there could have been something that you were like, I was in the middle of this, and then I feel like this thing happened to it. 9 of Cups is like you need to go within and find out like what is your heart telling you now though. And it can be hard, because when you tune in, you can just be like, all I feel is like sad or upset about this thing, but you have to go deeper, and you'll find out that your heart is like, no, like this is the way that we need to be going here. It will give you that direction, and then something will feel very obvious in front of you. And yeah, so I'm seeing things are really going to turn around. Make sure that you take time to process your feelings, because it feels like a bit of a high and then a bit of a low. Make sure that you take time to process your feelings. Take time to recover. And when I say recover, I mean more so if you know that you're not like at your baseline, or you're not grounded, or you're like dealing with something, deal with that thing. Give yourself time so you can get into as clear of a space as possible, and then that's when you want to do the digging and say like, where is my heart leading me? Let me be following the rhythm of that, the beat of that. There can be a conversation that comes up about an opportunity as well, but you may initiate that, like hey, I saw that door over there, can I go through that? There can be something like that that ends up happening. And yeah, for some of you, I'm seeing that this is job related. It does feel like a new door that you'd be going through. Okay, my friends, we are going to leave the reading here. I'm seeing Pisces. I would like to thank everyone for connecting. Thank you for tuning in. I am sending everybody love, and I hope to catch you guys next time.